Michael Smith here with your late night news from channel 1267.5. And joining me tonight, we have
Alyssa Carbonara. I'm here to give you breaking news on the thunderstorm that just recently hit Wheaton, Illinois. The thunderstorm swept through Winfield and Wheaton area and destroyed many homes and structures in its path.
The destruction was tragic, and it came in like a wrecking ball. Thankfully, the people of the Winfield and Wheaton area had warning signs that allowed them to prepare for the storm, such as rapid I hate the people who write my scripts, such as rapid cloud formations, a darkening sky, and an increase in the humidity.
Thank you, Michael. Now we have a few eyewitnesses who are willing to tell us their first-hand accounts of the horrible thunderstorm. Now to Crocodile Dundee with the eyewitnesses.
Go.
Crockett, this white bloke here, Victor, witnessed a tragic accident that rendered him unable to go to work today. He refused to disclose where he worked for personal and business reasons.
Yes, if I told you, I'd have to kill you. I want to leave to work for today, but I had to stop at the store before. But I went to walk outside, and I see this tree branch had followed on my car, so I couldn't go to work. Now I'm unable to go to the store, and I'm very angry.
Oh, Victor, that sounds rough. Thunderstorms often have high winds and powerful lightning that can strike trees. When it strikes the tree, it can cause tree branches to break off, and unfortunately, accidents like this can happen.
I went to this accident today. The tree branch fell on my car. I had to call for help. And also tell my supervisor I wouldn't make it for work. But I can also not name for personal or business reasons. If I did, I'd have to kill you. I am inconvenienced by this thunderstorm, and I am very angry.
Alright, well, toodaloo, Victor. Back to listening Michael with more news.
As you can see from the tragic story of Victor and his car, thunderstorms can have a very negative effect on the people in the area. As you can see, Victor was very lucky to get out alive.
Yes, if there had been down power lines in the area, it could cause electrocution, shock, and even death.
Lightning is considered one of the most dangerous occurrences in nature. Lightning can hurt animals, damage buildings, and burn the area that it hits. If it burns the grass, animals could lose their source of food and nutrition.
You're exactly right, Michael. There are two very strange effects that thunderstorms can have on people, which are called thunderstorm asthma and rain day arthritis. Thunderstorm asthma is triggered by stress and anxiety from the incoming thunderstorm, pollen, or a sudden change in air temperature. Rain day arthritis is caused from the sudden change in air pressure, which causes a sudden increase in pressure between the joints.
Thunderstorms can also worsen allergies along with asthma and arthritis. Thunderstorms sure do have strange effects on people that scientists still can't understand. Now to Old Man Jenkins with more eyewitness news.
Jenkins here with the local unemployed woman, Sadie. Sadie unfortunately was not as lucky as Victor, who escaped tragedy during the storm. Sadie lost a very important part of her life.
Yes, Sadie was walking with Steven and...
Who's Steven?
Steven is my dog. Anyways, Sadie was walking with Steven when the thunderstorm hit and Steven and Sadie tried to both home, but they weren't fast enough, and Steven got left behind, and he didn't make it home, and the flooding was so bad that Steven got swept away by the rainwater.
That's heartbreaking to hear. I hope that one day Steven finds his way back home.
Sadie is very emotional during this time of her life, so she would ask that you would respect her space.
Space.
Yes, space. Sadie needs her space and time to recover from this time of tragedy.
All right. Goodbye, Sadie. I hope that little whippersnapper finds his way back home to you. Back to you, Alyssa and Michael.
Bye.
That's so tragic. After hearing stories from both Sadie and Victor, there's much we can learn about thunderstorms.
Some economic effects that thunderstorms can have are the cost of repair for damaged property. It can be $1.8 billion total across the nation. And thunderstorm insurance is also an option, but once again, it costs a lot of dough.
Property damages can skyrocket with the presence of lightning-related accidents, as well as flood damage to homes, vehicles, and businesses. In severe cases, on top of the property damage, death can occur. About 75 to 100 Americans are hit and killed by lightning each year.
The yearly economic costs of weather was found to be $485 billion, or give or take $240 billion. Though it affects many people negatively, its suppliers and contractors and builders benefit a lot due to the dependence of people on businesses.
It supplies businesses with a lot of money because people depend on them. The environment can either benefit from flooding if the area is in a drought, but if it's not in an area that needs the rain, it can cause damage to areas that the wildlife is dependent on it. Now that we know some of the effects of thunderstorms on the world, let's hear from our weather experts, Jerry Taft and that other guy.
I hate my scriptwriters.
Thanks, Alyssa.
Thanks, I guess.
So, here's a map of the thunderstorm that just swept through the area. And my estimate for the rest of the week is that it will remain warm and humid due to the heavy precipitation that has passed through. This is the state map. And yep, we're still broke. And even more so after this unfortunate storm. Now here's the national map. The storm is moving across Lake Michigan and up into, oh look at that, Michigan! My guess is it'll move up to Canada now. And now, let's see the global map. Look at the Earth. Hey, I can see my house from here. My guess is that it will extend for a few days and cause heavy damage to our moose neighbors up north in its path.
Our models are the GFS and the NAM. The GFS covers North America. It's free and it's updated 4 times a day. Although in cold storms, it's usually thrown off and it can never predict where it's actually going to hit. Anything past 72 hours is no good. The NAM US based model tends to overdo precipitation by as much as 50% and can fail often. Michael, I believe it is your turn to speak.
I agree. It is Michael's turn to speak.
Now that's an impressive thunderstorm. What is the scientific explanation for this occurrence?
Well, Michael, when 2 ice particles collide, they usually bounce off each other, but one particle can rip off a little bit of ice from the other one and grab some electric charge. Lots of these collisions build up big regions of electronic charges to cause a bolt of lightning, which creates the sound waves we hear as thunder.
3 basic ingredients required for thunderstorms to form are moisture, rising unstable air, and lifting mechanisms provided the nudge. Sun heats the surface of the earth, which warms the air above it. As the air rises, it transfers heat from the surface to the earth to the upper levels of the atmosphere. The water vapor begins to cool and releases the heat, condenses, and forms a cloud. The cloud eventually grows and upward into areas where the temperature is below freezing. As storms rise into freezing air, different types of particles can be created and form freezing liquid drops. The ice particles can grow and begin by condensing into vapor.
Wow, that's very interesting, Jerry. And that other guy. Well, Michael, what are some safety precautions that you should take before entering a thunderstorm?
Well, I would suggest moving to a sturdy building or a car, and if lightning occurs, with no sturdy shelter, get inside a vehicle and a top, and keep the windows
A vehicle
up
with a top.
and keep the windows up. Stay away from water and boats, and don't forget that telephone lines and metal pipes can conduct electricity.
Thanks, Michael. Let's give a big thanks again to our anchors, Crocodile Dundee and Old Man Jenkins, as well as our eyewitnesses, Victor and Sadie.
Thank you for watching the Late Night News on channel 1267.5. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
I can't believe you actually got the hands.